climbing a fence. All I could think of was no from Super Mario Brothers. The turtles climbing the.
Funny, yeah. Although they never really could climb. So this is how turtles make keys. Yep.
Covering the hard-hitting, important stuff.
This is why people.
This is what our show will be like after Biden wins the election.
Sweet Jesus,
every day.
Yes. It's like the whole Sleepy Joe thing. Everyone's like, "Oh, are you fucking kidding? We can all take naps. Are you fucking serious?
Right?
Bring that." Yeah. Anyway, sorry for being late this morning. Let's start the show.
Yep.
Yeah, Dave, can the show just be this cool animal videos? Yeah, I think after the election we should just all have a vote. Everyone can submit cool animal videos and we will legitimately just do that once a week. You get cool animal videos, and then on Fridays it's just going to be me showing you guys rocket porn of people taking pictures of the SN8 nose cone getting put on the machine and stuff. They did do that.
A prairie dog just yelling Alan over and over again.
Sure.
That's a pretty famous video. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks, Ma. I didn't even have to pay my mom to say that she liked the song.
Hey, she finally liked our page this morning. So thanks for after a couple of years. At least your mom actually, is on Facebook. My mom will never do videos with me, ever. She just doesn't like it. She doesn't want to do it. 2 weeks ago, I log on to Facebook and I see Joan Hempsworth in the Paperback Exchange bookstore. Guess who's on video with her, Corey?
Who's that?
My mom.
Oh.
I was like, what the
travesty.
She likes Joni better.
I mean,
I get it, but still.
So Greg sent me this last night, and I immediately said that's how we should start the show this morning. So by all means, start ripping off your gratitudes. I will join you after this.
Getting out
I'm
of
actually
tissue.
just grateful for this.
There is only one America. No Democratic rivers. No Republican mountains. Just this great land and all that's possible on it. With a fresh start. Cures we can find. Futures we can shape. Work to reward. Dignity to protect. There is so much we can do if we choose to take on problems and not each other. And choose a president who brings out our best. Joe Biden doesn't need everyone in this country to always agree. Just to agree, we all love this country. And go from there.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
End scene.
Yep. If you think Sam Elliott is a Trump supporter, you're a special kind of stupid, as the meme would tell us. Yeah, that's true. Sue reminds us that she and her mom did a Schipple video, and it was fucking hilarious, man.
It was one of my favorite things ever.
Thank you, Sam Elliott, for stepping up. I'm sure we're going to get tweets about what a no talent hack Sam Elliott is in 3, 2, 1 from Trump. I'm sure he's gonna he can't not respond to that.
So, and this was right when you were letting me know that they're pulling all their ads out of Wisconsin, the Trump campaign.
Yeah,
because they're fucking broke, which is amazing.
After the 24th, so it's a couple of days from now yet, but still, no new ad buys in Wisconsin after the 24th for the Trump campaign. And they're down by 8. So sometimes a campaign will do that if they think they have a state sewed up and they want to spend the money elsewhere. but yeah, it doesn't
Interestingly
feel like-
enough, it actually. Oh no, those all ended. So polls that lasted a longer time, so they were done over a month instead of a week.
right.
Were 12 and 13, and the other one is 8. So this Wisconsin is actually showing a little bit of tightening, but actually, you know what? The 12 and 13 were like post debate, so the debate could just ruin it again. And Wisconsin's COVID numbers are going up a lot, and I think, you know, if it is a just and reasonable universe, giant caveat, I know, you know, a massively increasing COVID infection rate will lead to, you know, less likelihood that Trump will get reelected in that state. And Wisconsin's going through some shit right now, so.
Yeah, Dave, pulling
So,
all the ads
yeah.
from Wisconsin, that's pretty cheesy.
They
They just
because
did,
they have the cheese heads.
they just
Or is
didn't
that
have the,
Ohio? I don't
they
even
just-
know where the cheese head
that's
is.
Wisconsin. They just
Okay.
didn't have the cheddar to sustain the effort there, Corey.
I
That's
should have
what,
just kept filibustering on that one. I just should have kept talking.
It was pretty good. Other campaign has a lot of holes in it. You know, like Swiss cheese.
No.
How
Darla said,
dare he? we just broke Corey. He's done. Yeah.
but I've only had to have a cup of coffee this morning. It's bullshit.
Elizabeth, okay, go ahead. Something.
Darla said, grateful for Heather Cox Richardson's show yesterday, Rhea Hunter and Laptop Fantasy Story. I mean, that story fell apart hard. Like, the guy for sure saw Hunter Biden. Turns out the dude's legally blind.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Come on, guys.
yeah.
What's that, Chet? Oh, feta-bustering? Fuck you, Elizabeth Wood. God damn it.
Elizabeth
Mostly because
Wood,
that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good, that one.
Elizabeth
Oh.
Wood is asking for
Casey,
a friend.
not you too.
How
Hey,
how
too,
that's
Bruce
jacked.
Wayne. God damn
it. Oh my goodness. Elizabeth was asking up thread, is it too early to start? When is it too early to start smoking marijuana? I know she's in the mountain time zone, so maybe too early there, but helpful hint, if you're watching a show that's on East Coast time, I think you're good. I think it's good to go. She said asking for a friend, but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, this turned up too. Thanks, Zoe. And Rudy only has a transcript, no actual hard drive. Like they have nothing, right? Like they don't have anything. Anyway, so yeah, we all know that. Like it feels even weird for us to be talking about, you know, yeah, it's Russian interference. Duh. I mean, we know it is. Corey's laughing at puns. Someone else was waking and baking. It's sadness.
All right.
Elizabeth,
what
do you
about
mean?
ads on the Rush Limburger show?
Is Limburger Limburger a
it's
cheese?
Yeah, it is.
No, I wouldn't even
It
have
is.
known that. I do know that he's dying of lung cancer.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Good riddance. You know that whole like, oh, you know, we don't want anything bad to happen. Fuck that shit.
He said
has-
it's gotten worse, so I guess he's tested negatively toward the positive.
Yes.
It's to paraphrase his
Yeah.
hero, Donald J.
Yeah.
Trump.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Michelle, who is an authority on this, says as soon as you wake up with your coffee, it's perfectly okay. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the whole thing right here. When Fox fucking News turns the story down because it's skeptical, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
And a couple of the Post reporters didn't want their name on the byline. Of the actual paper that published it, a couple of the writers were like, yeah, no, we don't want to be on that story.
Speaking of gratitudes, more people should do it. Chet did it. Grateful for the far left having serious discourse on electoralism with support for Biden winning, in my opinion.
I just want to yell at them all. Angela Davis is voting for Joe Biden. So get your shit together, far left.
Yeah, figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah. How pro-life can Limbaugh actually be if he's dying?
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for Dave Myers being on a vicious roll.
He really is. He really is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Sue said, I think Rush is part of why we are here today. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole, you know, media going to radio, going to, you know, what became the alt-right, you know, screaming about the fact that people need to be in jail over and over and over and over and over again without any evidence. That it's just the way that it is. What's it grateful that I do not need a root canal at this time? Yeah, I like that.
That's
fun.
always good news.
What?
Wow.
So Kojo, who is soon to be hopefully elected official that Jareen has been helping out, doxed guy who sent him a message to go back to his own country. He was an HR manager for a mega church. Dude got let go, and he's meeting with the head pastor to heal and bridge the divide. Kojo is outing all his inbox racists, and I love it. Fucking A, man. I like that shit. That's an amazing way to do PR too. And then going into the mega church and so like, how do we do reconciliation? And then everyone wants to, well, it's a way to speak to whole communities that you'd never get into.
So, have you heard of the game Among Us?
Yes, yeah. I the only reason I'd heard of it is because of Chet, actually.
Right.
And
Well, I
feel
downloaded
like
it
we
and started playing it last night after.
Okay, yeah. I feel like we're gonna have to play it on air. I'll let you finish the story though because it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to put the link right in the comments here. But apparently last night, AOC, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, who we like a lot, started playing the game for the first time, live streamed it on Twitch. She and Ilhan Omar joined some games and got 400,000 followers. No big deal.
There were apparently multiple streams, and
Right, so it's more like half a million. Yeah,
like 600,000, which
Crazy.
apparently is like the second or third largest Twitch of all time.
Right. She actually the Twitter thread where she discusses this is life because she actually said Justin Amash just tweeted me that he's following this stream. So you get young Republican members of the House watching your it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah, I you know what? I didn't dig too deep into that story. Virginia is reminding us about Me Tubin, Jeffrey Tubin. Apparently,
Yeah, he was wanking on a Zoom call.
Yeah, you know how you avoid that is not
Wanking on a Zoom call.
See-
Unless you're that lady who dive bombed church, in which case Greg would
Yeah.
like to say, no, go ahead.
please come back, ma'am.
Please come again.
Yeah, that's the day that Corey accidentally shared our live stream join info on Twitter, and people got naked and
Well,
posted porn and yelled
it was
Heil Hitler. It was
Really weird.
it was a weird 5 minutes.
I posted it on Kurt's Zoomies database. So like he was basically doing this thing where like he was trying to make them like public, which was a great idea, but
Right.
not so much in practice.
No, not so good. So Donovan Meter with the critical question: I'm applying for my fishing license and need to know the answer to this question. Will we be fishing for red vermilion mutton or yellowtail snapper, hogfish, gag red, or black grouper, amberjack? No, none of those. Those are all things that are
Made up words. That
well,
Greg
no,
would say on my
they're
dog.
all actual fish. But you need a separate or additional license or tag for those. We're just going to be general fishing. We don't need any special tags. So there's the answer. We're having a boat day on Saturday. So and Donna is buying her fishing license right now. So Dave, nudity on Zoom, and now we know why I'm never on the show. I may or may not be wearing pants right now. You don't know, but both hands.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a meat popsicle. Yeah. So Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar drew something like 600,000 followers on a Twitch stream. Meanwhile, Corey and I struggled to get 8 people to show up for our Minecraft church service.
I mean, AOC, we are not. Just to throw that out there.
Yeah.
She was maybe a little bit popular before that.
What's that? 8 million
8 million Americans slipped into poverty amid coronavirus pandemic, study finds.
Hillary Clinton with the hot tea. They didn't slip, they were pushed.
Is that what we're calling it now? I'm here
Yeah.
for that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
They were pushed.
Yep, that's true. In case you're not familiar with the game Among Us, basically you're on a spacecraft with 9 other people, one of whom is killing people. And you have to quickly deduce which of them is the person that's killing people and shove them out the airlock. What's really funny is if you're the imposter, the person killing people, you have to make it look like you're actually, working with the crew while you're killing them so you don't get caught. And AOC inevitably was doing all the tasks required to look like she was busy even if she didn't know what was going on. And that's just so her as a legislator. You know, just working her ass off no matter what
Do
the
the
circumstances.
tasks.
That's it. Just doing the tasks. So that was pretty good stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah, kind of like Aliens. It's like a cross between Aliens and Clue, and it moves really fast. It's a fun little game. I played it after this happened. I downloaded it. It's $4.99 on Steam. So how could I not? So I downloaded it last night and played for a couple hours, and it was chaotic and weird, but fun.
Jesus Christ. If you have a PayPal back end for your store, you can accept Bitcoin now as of today.
Really?
That's massive. It's only 22 million merchants. No big deal. No big deal.
That's
no
pretty
big deal.
cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, what perfect name for Corey pushing people out the airlock. Yeah. Yep. I actually thought it'd be fun if we if anybody else wants to download it, maybe I'll put a code up later on the So Local Live page if anybody wants to jump in and play it. It's hilariously fun.
Is that PC?
Yeah, it's all platforms. You can play it on phone, you can play it on PC.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yep.
This caught my eye as singular proof anytime anybody wants it. Excuse me. Boink.
Yes.
Boink. Boink.
Right?
So basically, if you're a Republican, you're a racist. If you're a Fox News Republican, you're a lot more of a racist. If you're a white evangelical Protestant, you're kind of a racist. White, not super smart, kind of racist. 4-year degree, significantly less racist. Democrat, just not fucking racist.
Huh. Imagine that.
It's how I know I'm on the right team.
Yep.
So yeah, just you get it. So Republican support for protesting is cut in half when you simply add the word black before the word Americans. That's what this is about.
It's probably 110% if you add no masks.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus.
They had a
Okay.
massive anti-mask protest
Okay.
a rally in Toronto yesterday. And yeah, in Toronto, massive,
Huh.
like a lot of thousands of people. And Death showed up in costume with a sign that read, "I support these idiots." So I thought that was pretty good.
Canada, don't do this, man. Like, people in Alberta have been flirting with some fucking like mini Trump bullshit too. And I was like, guys, come on, man. I keep bragging about you and you're making it hard.
Yeah.
Texas is at 60% of 2016 turnout in early voting. So,
And
like, total turnout. That's fucked
there-
up.
Yeah, there's
In
some
case
polling
anyone's
today that shows Biden in the lead in Texas.
What, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You think?
All I'm saying from that is we're going to likely get Texas results, preliminary Texas results.
Right. Also, please do not expect hard-hitting depth of analysis on election night.
Wait. Yes, you can, because we're gonna have lots of guests.
Well, that's true. Who will probably not be inebriated. But I don't want. Well, I don't want to promise anybody that.
We're not gonna be.
But we have a lot of drop-ins planned. Ash Gallagher is going to drop in. Cher Tashia Roberts is going to drop in, and we're hoping to get some other former guests and analysts and fun people to drop in and share the time with us. We would like some of you to drop in, by the way. Elizabeth Wood, Michael Silvestri, Deb Marcotte. We would love for you guys to join us on the live stream for 5-10 minutes just to say hi. We want to share this with you. Yeah, Sarasota County, Florida had to escort out an irate citizen yesterday. I didn't hear about that. That's cool. Cool.
Oh yeah, no, Corey, I get that. I spent all this time figuring out why people vote for Trump, and it's not so simple that it's just racism. So
Right.
that yes, right. There's a lot of economic stuff. There's yada. But at the core of every single one of those arguments, especially around the economic arguments, I can bring it right back to racism within less than 2 steps.
Well, the
And
early meme was best.
They're
meme.
willing to sit next to a racist piece of shit, which makes them racist. So like it sounds like I'm painting them with a large brush. That's because I'm actually painting them with a paint bomb on purpose because it's accurate. Like, you're not going to find a Trump supporter who isn't racist because they're totally cool with it if their friends are.
Early
And that,
meme
to
was
me,
best
is just
meme. The
unacceptable.
early meme said, voting for Trump doesn't mean you're a racist, but it means it wasn't a deal breaker for you.
Right.
And
Which,
that's-
again, like, I'm
it's-
painting those people as racist, and I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's when we talk about systemic racism, that's the difference between people using the N-word and thinking that's the only way you can be racist, and actually continuing to vote for people that lock children in cages and then deport their parents and make it impossible to reunite them. That's systemic racism. And if you support Trump, that is what you support. That is cracking down on Black Lives Matter protests that are peaceful and giving permission to local anti-Black Lives Matter activists to paint a street mural without permission or looking the other way while they do. If you support that, that's systemic racism, and you're part of the problem.
Yeah, I think this might be a good distinction because anyway. But Dave, to your previous question, totally yes. I think it would be basically tradition for you to come on for us to argue. This is what people have come to expect.
Yep.
Anyway, Dave said, I don't think that initially voting for Trump was racism. I think that continued support for him is, though. I think that might be a possibility, right? There was a lot of reports of people, and like swing voters who, again, we know how I feel about swing voters, that were basically like, well, Hillary Clinton's not my favorite, so fuck it, let's just go. Like there was some of that, right? And those people might not have been racist, but they definitely are now.
Yeah, I agree with Virginia. Covert racism is the larger problem. It is. It's people that vote to support racist policy, and continue to try to disallow returning citizens, many of whom in my state are African American, to keep them from voting. Why are you doing that? Why do you not want those people to vote? What's up with that?
So Mary Ellen, if you see that post again, can you send it to us? Because that is illegal, if I'm not mistaken. I saw a post yesterday asking Trump supporters to show up for a rally at Spring Hill early voting locations, adding that Trump is having some sort of news there for it. Anyone else see any of that stuff? Because we should probably track that.
There is an effort underway, by the way, to track and counter that kind of activity at polling places. Our friend Anthony Avila from the Florida Democratic Party is deep into that effort. And if you need to reach him, you let me know, and I will get you in touch with him. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's illegal. I think it's illegal if they're within 150 feet of a polling station. So that'll be our watching. Yep. Oh, my experience, Elizabeth, because they want to punish people forever unless it's their white opioid addicted relatives. My experience is they want to punish opioid addicts as well. That's why they post things about why is insulin expensive and Narcan is free. It isn't fucking free. How about we stop worrying about why someone has an illness and we help them fix it? Why isn't insulin free if that's the case? That's not the argument they're making. The argument they're making is junkies' lives are worthless and cannot be saved, so why waste resources on them? And if that were true, I would not be here. So fuck right off. Yeah, feeling saucy. Feeling saucy.
Huh.
Yeah, I want to go back to that. That's from Casey Marion. That's the analysis, Corey, I sent to you this morning.
That's from me. I'm going through the article and posting stuff.
Oh yeah. Wasserman is a guy who works out advertising strategies for congressional campaigns and helps decide where to spend money and where not to spend money. And he saw all sorts of alarm bells going off in 2016 that Trump was gaining. Trump was winning a lot of suburban areas, a lot of white voters. And he's not seeing the same thing this time. He's seeing that the Biden lead in those districts is significant, that Trump is gaining some Hispanic voters, God knows why, but not nearly enough to cover for the loss of those suburban white blue collar districts that he was gaining in 2016. So this is supportive data to our thinking right now. Is this is looking pretty good for Biden. But I want to go to some local stuff here. Let me share this. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. Hang on. Gotta blow this up. Turn this around. There we go. This is Pasco County. Total ballots by party and type. I want you to note that, yes, we kicked their ass in vote by mail ballots, but they are kicking our ass in early voting in person. By they, I mean Republicans. So voter turnout is heavy. Early voting in Pasco County is good. But what's happening is they're outvoting us. So if you have not filled out your ballot in Pasco County, and if you've not gone and voted, now is the time. Do it right now. Do it today. Because the biggest part of the effort right now for organizers is what they call get out the vote. And that's contacting everybody we know has not returned their mail-in ballot or has not voted early. And if you go ahead and vote now, you're off that list and nobody has to waste any effort in giving you a call, sending you a text, sending you an email. They're going to focus in on people who have not yet returned those ballots and get them to return them or go fill them in or go vote. So make sure that you are vote as early as you possibly can. Yeah. Why don't I see all the comments on Facebook? I think it's because you're coming in from YouTube. We're showing you as watching on YouTube, Michelle. So that may be the problem there. Yeah. Did you guys see that Trump threatened DeSantis if he loses the state? Okay. I'm a long way from my last civics class in high school, but I'm pretty sure if you're not the president, you can't fire a governor. I'm pretty sure if you are the president, there are only certain circumstances in which you can fire a governor. And I'm pretty sure that he can't actually do that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. If you're on YouTube, you're only going to get the YouTube comments, Michelle. That's what's happening there. Yeah. Oh, see, okay. Yeah, Elizabeth, I could that squares with conservative thinking everywhere. Unless it's happening to me, it's not a problem. She's saying, to be clear, I'm extremely in favor of addiction treatment, but in my own family, I see that they want other criminals punished in jail forever, but not one of their own. We did lose him to fentanyl, and it sucks. His parents tried everything. They really did. Yeah, so unless it's happening to them, it's not a problem, which is why systemic racism continues to be a deeply held conservative Republican value. Because if they're not experiencing it, it's not happening. It's not a problem. Yeah. Nice. I'm glad you can do that, Mary Ellen. There are some limitations on that, I think. But with drop boxes, it makes it very easier very easier. Yes, very easier to get those ballots in. Yeah. What?
So just on the New York Times website, Obama is going to be appearing for Biden in Philadelphia. Trump and Harris went to North Carolina. Pence is supposed to speak in New Hampshire and Ohio. And then voters in Florida and Alaska received threatening vote for Trump emails.
Yes. Actually, someone I know received one of those emails.
Vote for Trump on election day or we will come after you.
Yep, we have all your information, your name, your phone number, your address, and we will come after you. It's sent purportedly from the Proud Boys. The Florida Proud Boys guy says, no, it wasn't us. It doesn't fucking matter who it was. Also, most of the information they have is on your voter registration. If they did it, this is my point. Whoever did it should be in jail. That doesn't necessarily mean the Proud Boys sent those emails. But they went to Alachua County, Lee County, several Florida counties. People have been receiving those emails, and I actually don't know. Bev Ledbetter, who's one of the senior Democratic organizers in Pasco County, her sister got one of those emails. So they are going to people that we know. Yep. Oh, nice. Jareen, I'm grateful to have been a part of a fun creative project. Got to record a part for Fred's upcoming podcast and had a total blast. That's awesome.
Nice. That is
awesome. I love doing voiceover work for other people's projects. That's a giant hint. So if you need voiceover work done, please let me know. I got a little news. I actually some friends, including Rob Houston, who I think is in the thread this morning, have started an internet radio station, Sulphur Springs Community Radio, and they are good. They do a lot of metal and punk music. If that's your thing, SCR internet radio. And I'm going to be doing a show. I'm going to, in the next 2 weeks, produce my first hour of Americana Radio, which is that acoustic folk melange that I like so much. So I'm going to be doing an internet radio show. I have not done music radio in a long time, and I'm really anxious to use my curating skills to do some internet radio. That'll happen in a couple of weeks, and of course I will link the shit out of that because I want everybody to listen. Americana Radio will happen on either Saturday or Sunday mornings, and the show is going to be called String Theory, which I thought was just nerdy enough to be cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, mandolins, guitars, fiddles, strings.
So I almost feel like Trump's tweets now are just like the opposite sketch intros. Your 401ks will crash with Biden. Massive Biden tax and regulation increases will destroy all that you have built. Additionally, 180 million people will lose their private healthcare plans. Like literally none of that is true except for 401ks. And that has nothing to do with Biden and everything to do with injecting a bunch, like literally $5 trillion worth of hot air into the markets. Like the markets do have to correct at some point and probably will under Biden. Like, I don't know how they don't. Other than that, it was all bullshit.
Yeah. So do you think he's going to show up for the? You think he's going to show up for the debate tomorrow night?
I don't know, man. I mean, if he's listening, I mean, he has to, right? Like he's going to lose,
right?
Unless they're confident enough in their ability to steal it, right? Which I mean. I heard more news on Rachel last night about the fuckery that's going on with mail-in ballots, and the thing too, like and how they can still disproportionately affect minority communities by discarding ballots with signature match and all the other bullshit they do all the time. So if that's not the case, like he's got to go on to change the race, but at the same time, like. His people also might be smart enough to realize, like, if we go on and he doesn't do anything differently, he's not going to change the race. He's going to make it worse. So I don't know.
I mean, I subscribe to the Tommy Vitor idea. Let's give him a 2-hour town hall.
Yeah,
because
well, and that's his team turned around and said, "You got to let Biden speak because he's going to hang himself." And these fucking stupid motherfuckers have not listened to an hour of Biden.
Right.
Like fucking frustrating.
That's a good prediction, Dave. I'm all about that. My official debate prediction: he will walk off the stage when they kill his mic, probably after the second or third time. He walked out on a Lesley Stahl interview yesterday, which is something you just don't do, and then said he was going to air it to show what a fake interview it was. No, it was a real interview, dude.
He's got his own copy, which again, no one believes. That court thing is still going on, where the court has basically been asked if a Trump tweet that said he was going to declassify literally all of the Mueller report was true, and Mark Meadows said it's not. And basically, they got sued because they were like, Mark Meadows saying something doesn't mean anything. The president saying something is the only thing that means anything. So did he lie legally? So that's a thing that's happening now.
Yeah. Hey, Mark Meadows, go jump on this hand grenade, please. I just love that. He's not only destroying his own credibility, he's destroying any credibility that anyone that surrounds him has ever had. He makes them useless, worthless in their own lives, politically speaking. And I'm loving that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm out of stuff to talk about now. Keep going, Corey. I'm out of stuff to talk about.
I like turtles. I was actually just scouring Twitter to see if there was anything else that we needed to do.
Yeah, you said Mehdi Hassan beat the crap out of John Bolton yesterday in it for an hour. That's always fun.
That happened, and I haven't seen it. Pod Save the World was just talking about it. Trump's tax records show previously unknown bank account in China, New York Times reports. So in 2017, right after he got elected, this shell company that Trump owns in China got a bunch of fucking millions of dollars. I think it was like 30 or 40, somewhere in there. And then he just took it out as personal income. And of course, probably didn't pay any taxes on it, which is really, really amazing. But yeah, it's like he's getting large chunks of money from China, literally in real time. So that's
Cool,
fun.
cool.
And everyone's like super shocked about it.
This is a fairly local race that you can get involved in. I'm gonna link this. I hope this link works. There is a state representative. I'm sorry. There is a congresswoman from Orlando named Anna Eskamani, who we've been on for a while. She's an amazing representative from Orange County, Florida, which is Orlando Metro. And she started getting some flirty. Oh my God! Mark Hamill liked my text. I liked my tweet a couple of weeks ago. And yesterday, Mark Hamill announced that he's doing a phone banking event on behalf of Anna Eskamani, and you can actually you can get in on a Zoom call, and he's going to be phone banking for a Florida representative, Mark Hamill. How cool is that? So I was pretty excited for her. She's a total fangirl, and it was really cool to see how excited she got when Mark Hamill started noticing her race here in Florida. That's good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a weird one, Elizabeth. The please give money text my husband got from the Trump campaign yesterday promised an 800% match for your donation. How is that legal? Well, if they had any money at the Trump campaign, maybe it would be, but they don't. So, yeah, maybe they're taking it out of his Chinese bank account. Donna's very excited about boat day, in case you couldn't tell.
17.5 million, and he took out 15 million. Thank you, Mom, who's good at the numbers.
Crazy.
When is this from exactly? Oh yeah, this is from yesterday.
What's that?
Billionaire Michael Bloomberg's $100 million investment in Florida to defeat Trump is recasting the presidential contest in the president's must-win state. Blah 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 blah. Basically, just means that Trump is having to spend way more in Florida. Because again, if he loses Florida, it's finished. Like,
yeah,
utterly finished. Right? If he loses PA, it might be finished. If he loses Wisconsin, it might be finished. If he loses Florida, it's done.
Done.
And there's actually like a bunch of other swing states where that's the case as well. Actually, I'm going to go back to 270 to win. And
and the last time we looked at that, Trump needed to win all of the swing states.
I think it's all.
And
I think
Biden needed to win one.
Yeah, I think he's close. Like, look at this shit. Like, we're way over the line. Still way over the line. Here, I'll share this here.
Yep.
Please hold. Please hold.
Yeah, this is fun to play with if you guys want to go and check it out.
270 to win.
Yeah, I'll put up a link while you're showing that.
Okay.
Let me find
so, of the light blue ones, is there any that we're genuinely worried about? They've pulled out
Arizona.
of Wisconsin. Arizona, you're worried about?
Yep.
Okay. And like Nevada, I saw some news that was like, should we be worrying about Nevada? But it's only 6, so let's just take that out of there. Oh no, we're still winning. Oh. And again, what happens if he wins Florida? Nothing. Right?
Right.
He's got to win Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Ohio, Indiana, Arizona, Nevada, and then something fucking else.
Wow.
Right? Like, is Wisconsin enough? Wisconsin is enough. Like, so it's going to come down to Wisconsin, Michigan, or Pennsylvania. And again, like, all these, he's not going to win all those.
It's looking pretty good.
It's looking pretty good. And again, like, I'm starting to kind of ramp up that. I know I sound positive. I am scouring the internet trying to figure out how we're wrong. I really am. And we still might find it. They really could, like, the post office thing could be much worse than we know about. That's a possibility, right? And a huge move in mail-in balloting could be it. There could be single states where the vote matching, like anywhere with a Republican legislature, they might have Republicans leading the election. That might be a huge problem. But in every single one of those states, I don't think so. I just don't see it. So yeah.
Yeah, Michelle says last election she went live and cried a lot. You know what? We were not yet doing live during the last election, so this is our first. And in 2018, I was working a job where I was not allowed to go live. So this will be the first election cycle where Corey and I have actually gone live on election night. Ironically, you said, like as Michelle just said, copious alcohol on that night. Corey's not drinking right now, and I don't ever drink, so we have other means. We've been preparing.
Yeah, I think it will depend on how the night goes, because I definitely want to be coherent for all of our guests, but
right,
at least semi-coherent.
Yeah.
All right.
Michelle, that's okay. I'll drink enough for both of us. Thank you for being our alcohol proxy.
So yeah, Casey says there's GOP controlled legislatures in all the swing states and they can choose electors. So, and this is the thing, right? This is like if it's close though, right? Like they can't just do it if he wins, right? Can they? I mean, technically they can. Like legally, constitutionally, our vote is actually irrelevant, and they can just pick whatever electors they want. But I mean, so that's kind of an outside thing. Like, is that possible? Well, we have to say yes now because we have to say yes to everything.
Yeah, these are all traditional norms that we hoped would not be broken, but
right.
You know, yeah. So that's not necessarily something we can count on.
Legit.
Yeah, I will be smoking weed. You guys can talk about other stuff. But that's I live in Port Richey, where it's decriminalized.
Dave, I officially have no clue what you're talking about.
Totally organic, man.
One hundo.
Yep. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting night for sure. And we you know, I absolutely am still traumatized by the 2016 election. I had a good talk with my daughter Casey about that yesterday, and she's feeling a little better about things. She's trying not to be, you know, overly optimistic about where we are. Yeah. Yeah. So what else? What else is up, Corey?
Nothing. I just gave us North Carolina for fun.
I mean,
and Florida,
hey, Georgia's in
Florida
play
too. I want Florida too. Yep. And South Carolina.
I want this to be the most overwhelming electoral trouncing since Reagan. I want this to be an overwhelming mandate for progressive and liberal policy. We are a liberal goddamn democracy, and all the best things in our country happen when we liberalize from our prior stance on anything.
So from a statistical analysis, I think this result is as likely as a Trump win.
Holy crap. Yeah.
And again, is this me getting full of hubris? Maybe, but all of you people have voted or have firm voting plans. So I don't feel like it's hubris. I feel like I'm just taking a break from anxiety, which I will, for the record, go back to the second this is over.
So yeah, the 538 forecast is at 88 and 12, 88% chance that Biden wins, 12% chance that Trump wins, and their methodology is laid out on this page in such a way that it's unlikely that they are terribly off. They were not off by much in 2016, no matter what Trump says.
Casey, could you send that to me in Messenger, or did you? Because I absolutely will. Jenny, did you just sent that to me? Okay, I'll check that out as well. Apparently, we are not done yet, yo.
Is 88.5 generally correct?
Oh, wait a minute. Is this the... Oh, not Utah, the state. Utah, the person. Okay.
What? I'm very confused. I have no idea what we're talking about.
Casey said I should play the Utah thing, and I didn't know what she meant. And now I think I do, and hopefully this is right. Boink. Boink. What are these people doing?
I'm Chris Peterson.
And I'm Spencer Cox.
Oh,
We are
fuck.
currently in the final days of campaigning against each other to be your next governor.
And while I think you should vote for me,
Yeah, but really you should vote for me.
there are some things we both agree on.
What is happening right now? I did see there are legitimately freaky numbers, Greg, for Mormons moving to Biden, which is not only going to have a huge effect potentially in Utah, but a massive effect in Arizona, which is incidentally where Ben Sass is from. And I didn't know this, but Ben Sass is a Mormon.
We can debate issues without degrading each other's character.
We can disagree without hating each other.
And win or
Jesus, this is so smart. By the way, and I'm sorry I keep interrupting this, but not sorry enough to stop. Ranked choice voting makes all elections look exactly like this.
Right.
in Utah, we work together.
So let's show the country that there's a better way.
My name's Chris Peterson,
And I'm Spencer Cox.
and
we approve this message.
Nice.
I'm Chris Peterson.
I
And
mean,
I'm Spencer Cox.
That's pretty good stuff.
it's awesome, and it's good for both of them. Huh.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Okay. Some dogs going. What's going on there?
This is the neighbors.
Anyway, so
Our neighbors are dogs.
yeah.
Hey, dude downstairs told me somebody tried to steal his "fuck Trump" flag off the front of the house this morning. He caught him because he's always out there at 5 a.m. getting ready for work.
Oops.
Yeah. Great neighbors. Great neighbors I got.
Indeed. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. There you go. I kept thinking like it's late, but we started at 10:30, so we've only been going for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever. It's any rules.
I mean, every show doesn't have to be the
It doesn't.
laser focused, incisive political analysis that we'd like to become known for.
Words, things, stuff.
What? Boat day.
Fair enough.
I have not seen Donna this excited about anything in a while. So I'm actually really. She got her fishing license.
Ready to rock and roll.
Yep. All set. That's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Huh.
So what? Yes. Hello?
Elizabeth Warren is doing explainer videos on ranked choice voting. I
It's
didn't
coming.
know that she was that for it. I mean, it is a big deal. Is there an asteroid coming? Yes.
Hope not.
No, I mean it's definitely coming. Will it hit? That is there's a certain level of probability around that. So it could. I don't think it's massive though. Like I think it could probably take out like a city. Now I need to Google it. Greg, you can go if you want. I just need to Google this.
Yeah,
It's supposed to hit like the
I'm
day
good.
after election day, which is fucking really funny.
Yeah. Yeah,
For
so that's the plan. We're going to rent a pontoon from Sunset Landing Marina, and my mom is coming along, and me and Mishi and Don and Mom are going to go have a day on the boat. And I now have a good camera thanks to Donna Arbogast, so I'm going to be taking some damn pictures. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Fucking CNN. Sorry, I have to pause on this site now.
It's okay,
What's wrong
Deb.
with
Whenever you come back down, we'll get a boat day. I promise you.
Yes,
We would love that.
man. Yep, I would like to go back to there.
And I can make up bird names to
Oh,
annoy
it's-
Corey.
It's small, 6.5 feet.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah, it's not even. It'll just disintegrate. It would have to be like made of tungsten to make it to the ground, and it's not.
yes, but NASA landed on an asteroid yesterday and collected some Let me
Scamples.
try that all again.
It should be called
Uh,
scamples.
Yeah,
They're asteroid samples. Scamples.
Scamples.
I like it.
Anyway, they're bringing some shit home from the surface of an asteroid. So what could possibly go wrong there?
Lots. I've seen all the movies. Yeah, 4G on the moon. I think it's a great idea. I think like within 4 years, I think trips to the moon are going to be almost as commonplace as rockets landing on their ass.
Yeah, I've been saying that since about 1974.
Yeah, but
so...
I haven't.
It's gonna be interesting.
You know what I think is one thing that I want to predict in this moment that doesn't seem to be percolating into the larger military industrial complex just yet? The contracts that are going to Artemis and Boeing and Lockheed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They're assuming that the BFR will not work.
Right.
Because if the BFR does work, everything else is obsolete completely. Like completely. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. The asteroid is filled with highly armed tactical intergalactic Sasquatch that are coming the day before the election to stop the reptilian overlords from skewing the election results.
And you all know that Sasquatch
is real.
and seen.